Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com, and today I want to give you a little bit of an update on my boys' room here in the farmhouse. This video today is in collaboration with Desenio. They are an online company that has prints for basically anything you could think of. Perfect if you have some kind of theme in mind for maybe a kid's room, like my kids love dinosaurs, which I'll show you more later, and trains. You can find anything that you basically can think of, which is perfect if you are trying to create some kind of gallery wall or maybe in a living room. There were some really wonderful botanical prints. I was originally thinking maybe about doing a makeover in a different room and using some of those, but then I decided I wanted to incorporate a little something cute in my boys' room. Now they are offering 25% off with code FarmhouseOnBoone25 on all of their posters today, tomorrow, and Thursday, so through May 23rd. You can also follow them on Instagram at Desenio. I will leave a link in the description below, as well as that coupon code, so you can check them out for more inspiration to get some more ideas. But I want to give you a little bit of inspiration for a kids' room makeover. Now in this room particularly, we ended up going with a vintage style black and white map. Now that was something I kind of picked out, as well as my husband kind of wanted to incorporate a little bit of maps into this room, as well as trains. We're just kind of thinking of things that are beautiful that also the boys are into. And then I let them choose one, and they chose a dinosaur print. So for that particular one, I used the poster frame, the wooden poster frame. They are magnetic, so they clip to the top and the bottom of the picture, and you could even swap things out. So once you get a nail in the wall, if the kid's interest changes and you have those magnetic poster frames, you can of course swap out to anything they eventually become interested in. Right now for us, that is dinosaurs. So make sure to visit the link in the description below to check out all of the things that I got from Desenio, as well as the coupon code and their Instagram handle. So let's start way back when we purchased this farmhouse in January, where this room started. If you remember, the walls were red. The trim in this room was actually white, which it was about the only room that had white trim, and the floor was a lovely chocolate brown. Now, recently I went to an antique shop and I found a few fun things. I found this desk. Now this was actually kind of a score because it was only 25 bucks. And then in a separate booth, I found this blue chippy chair. Now I may eventually paint it, but I actually kind of love how it is right now. It's naturally distressed. It's an antique chair. It's very, very sturdy, which is one thing I usually have trouble with when finding antique chairs, is they need to be repaired quite a bit, and then if we don't get around to it, we have a wobbly chair. I also found an antique train and then a green fan. All of these things I just thought looked so pretty together, anchoring my new gallery wall, and it just adds something extra to this wall that has previously been blank since we moved in. Now for the middle of the room, I ended up going with a circular jute rug. I eventually like to find a really large vintage rug and then maybe layer this circular one on top as kind of a little bit of a play area. Now the bedding I kept pretty similar to how it was before in the last farmhouse. I have a couple of these tan and white striped quilts that I picked up. I'll leave links in the description below for all of my sources. And then today, actually, I did this project. I made some little pillowcases with an embroidered, I guess it would be maybe like a small tablecloth that I'd found. So I saw it at an antique shop. It had some beautiful blue stitching, perfect condition, hardly any stains, maybe one on the back of one. And it was just too cute. I knew if I cut it in half and added some ties on the end that I could have some really cute pillows. I'm actually gonna make a blog post all about that, so I'll leave a link when that happens, if it hasn't happened by the time this video goes out, in the description below if you want to know more about how to take a vintage linen and turn it into a pillow. I also added some black ticking stripe pillow covers that I made, and then at the foot of the bed I have some navy blue gauze blankets that I made. That tutorial is actually coming in my book. I've been saving it all this time. And then a couple of navy blue and white striped pillowcases that I also made. So most of the bedding is handmade except for the quilt and the sheet. Now in the middle of the bed, There is a bench that I made a little slip cover for. It was something that I found at an antique shop, really cheap, but it wasn't exactly our style. So I took some white and blue linen striped fabric and just created a little ruffle slip cover for it. Wasn't sure where that bench was gonna go, but then when I was putting this room together for this video, I really felt like we needed something in the middle of the beds, and that's perfect for now. Now, things shift. If I ever find a nice low boy antique dresser, that's probably gonna go here. It'll be perfect to, you know, extra storage for the kids' clothes, toy storage, things like that. But everything's a work in progress because I'm constantly visiting antique shops to figure out things that will fit perfectly in our home. Now in the corner, I believe I've showed you this in a previous video, there is an antique armoire. It is what we use as the boys' closet. So this is where all of their clothes go. They don't have extensive, huge wardrobes, so everything does fit in there. There's a nice hanging bar, and then there's several drawers to organize all of their clothes. Now, I have one bedside lamp in here, and I know that looks way not symmetrical, but I just picked that lamp up, not really realizing where it was gonna go. I liked the lamp, and I did not think, oh, this is gonna go in my boys' room. I do that a lot of times. And then I decide later where something's gonna go. And so now I'm gonna keep my eye out for another lamp that will coordinate to go on the other side of the bed. I would really love to find a really large antique chest, kind of like the one that we have currently sitting at the foot of our bed in our master bedroom, to put all of their toys in. But for now, I have 2 cedar boxes that my husband's grandpa actually built behind each of the beds. Now, as far as curtains, I get a lot of questions about that and why we haven't added curtains yet. One, I'm not too worried about at this moment. I love the way all the light pours into this house. Also, there are so many windows. So this room alone has 4, 5 if you count the double window in this one room, and that's 10 panels of curtains. And so I may eventually add curtains. I think it'd be nice and cozy to have some white linen curtains puddling on the floor all the way around this room. Also because I would like to make the curtains handmade like I did in Micah's room. And so getting to that is gonna take some time. And so for now, we're curtainless, but this is not a completed project. This is more of a makeover and an update, but nothing in this house is ever completely done. I'm always keeping my eyes out for new ideas and new pieces to bring into our home. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this little boys' room tour. Every time I add some more pieces into a room and give it a little bit of thought, this place feels more and more like a cozy home. We've only been here for 4 months, so it's a work in progress, but we are definitely enjoying it, and I'm enjoying bringing decor into this space and making our house a home. If you'd like to follow along with more of our farmhouse restoration journey as the projects happen, I often even share on here my antique hauls and just what I look for at antique shops to bring here into the farmhouse. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I also make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by the farmhouse.